Hi everyone, this is Elena and welcome to another card video. In this video I will show you how to make these two cards. They're pretty much the same. Usually when I make cards I try to make multiples at once while I have all the supplies out. So I'm using Stencil and Deco foil transfer gel to do some foiling. So I'm using the Hero Arts Glorious Petals stencil. It's very intricate and it has a lot of details. So I really like how it came out with the Opal Deco foil. So I have Dove Gray cardstock from W+9 and I'm applying the transfer gel medium with a little spatula. I purchased the spatulas on Amazon. They were very inexpensive. Pack of 4 or 6, I can't even remember. I'm just using 2, the smallest sizes. So here's the first one. This goes very quick, so I'm putting it aside and I'll let it dry after I'm done. I'll let it dry for a couple hours and then I'll return to making the card. So this is the second one and I'm repeating the same process. In the meantime, I cleaned up my mat. I didn't clean my stencil, so I was careful placing it on top of my cardstock. So here's the second one, and so those are drying now. And I just cut 3 die cuts each. Hello and Thanks from Hello and Thanks Stamp and Cut sets from Hero Arts, and I'm just from Neenah white cardstock. And I applied on the back on my cardstock paper, white cardstock. I applied sticky adhesive before I die cut them so I can adhere them together. So after removing the adhesive on the back, I'm just stacking them together to get some dimension. So there are 2 there adhered, and then I'm adding the third one on top. So this is a little bit thicker and it has some body to it and a little bit thicker, like to add some dimension. I'm doing the same with the tanks. So I'm just lining those up and pressing them together. And actually for the tanks I have 4 die cuts. So this is a little bit, as 1 layer more. It's a little bit more thicker. And as well I die cut 2 hearts from the same Dove gray cardstock using the Hero Arts Hearts Infinity dies. I'm stamping the sentiments with Versamark onto the hearts, and I'll emboss with Hero Arts white embossing powder. So I'll do the same thing for the thanks, and I'm stamping the for your kindness, so it will say thanks for your kindness. And again, I'm applying the white embossing powder and heat setting it. Next, I have those hearts ready to go on top of the cards. So I'm just applying some clear Wink of Stella to add a little bit shimmer onto the Hello and Thanks die cuts. So this goes pretty quick. So next I'm removing the last layer of that sticky adhesive and adhering on top of the hearts, like centering it on towards the top of the heart, right above the sentiment. So here's the dried up stencil backgrounds. So I'll cut some Opal Deco foil, 2 sheets, because 2 pieces, because I have 2 backgrounds. And then I'm using some tracing paper to run it through my laminator. So magic of YouTube, that's already done. I'm just removing some last pieces of the foil that when I pulled it, it didn't remove. So there is some kind of overrun on the edges here. So next I'll kind of see where I want to place those sentiments. So I decided to trim my pen a little bit more to 5 by 3 3/4. and I'll do the same with the second one. So I'm just cutting 1/8 on each side, so I have that because the stencil it's kind of symmetrical, so I have kind of that center is centered onto the panel. So I'm using the same cardstock for my card basics, the Dove Gray from W plus 9. I'm scoring it at 5.5 and then folding it in half. So next I'll just need to put together the cards. I'm using some fun foil, white fun foil. Not fun foil, but fun foam. And then I'm using some Tomboy Extreme Adhesive or Stampin' Up! Fuse adhesive to adhere those panels with the fun foam onto my card bases. So there I have one, and then I'm using some 3M mounting tape to adhere the heart that has the sentiment. So I'll adhere that, it's more towards the top, and then the next one will be more towards the bottom. So they're pretty identical, but not quite, not 100% identical. There's a little slight variation between the two cards as well with the sentiment too. So I'll adhere that on the bottom there, mounting tape and adhering that towards the bottom. So here's the two cards. Here's the little the opal kind of shines and it looks pretty elegant and nice. You can use it as well for a wedding card. So thanks for watching and see you soon in the next video. Bye!